Alright guys, welcome to ข้าวแกงนายอ้วน or ก๋วยเตี๋ยวตำลึงนายอ้วน They sell like, cows mean rice, right? And gangs mean curry. Basically something like the curry put on top of the rice. Alright guys, let's check it out. Massaman or gang som. We're gonna get like 5 curries. Out of like, maybe like 20 of them here. So we just got the little bit of the story of this restaurant. That like right now like the third generation is running the restaurant. So I just talked to one lady. She's probably like 75 years old. She said like this restaurant was like start from the canal. People move from the water to the land. So this building like we are sitting here is we call it the cow. The cow is like a chop house. Like 50 years ago. Yeah, 50, 60 years ago, my parents' generation. If you want like to be like a successful person, you want to prove to buy like a shop house. So basically like the Chinese Thai people, like they live upstairs and then so downstairs so they can make business here.
That's why it's called shop house.
Yeah. Alright, so I picked like 4 dishes, 4 curries. So which like the first one is beef curry. I can't find this type of beef curry anymore in Bangkok. Like the taste like this because mostly like people use like chicken, green curry chicken, and maybe pork and then right. For this green curry, the beef and everything like eat with Kanom jeen. This one.
So the first time I had Kanom jeen with green curry was at Jet Pui.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, and then when I did a little research. This is like the traditional way of eating green curry, right? With Kanom jeen. Because a lot of people think green curry is a southern dish, but it's actually a central Thai dish, isn't it? Like by origin.
Right, origin. So that's explained a lot like how Bangkok, like melting pot and diversity. Because Kanom jeen, of course, you don't need to ask me like why, jeen is like Chinese, Kanom jeen, and also like Vietnamese Chinese. And the curry in French from Indian. So we put Indian on the Chinese and became Thai food. Melting pot.
Right, I'm gonna try mine with the rice because I've got no. I'm too hungry to wait for Om to finish with his Kanom jeen, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, you wanna split like rice and Kanom jeen together? That's why I ordered this.
Right, nice. Little bit of Swatsies going on. That is so rich.
Yeah. And the beef is quite soft. Yeah, quite tender soft.
Yeah, it's been stewed. The beef's been stewed down. I don't really eat. I was saying the other day, I don't really eat beef papao.
Right, because like you don't find.
Tough. I don't find the beef that great, but if it's stewed beef here, very good.
Yeah.
That is pretty special. What do we have next?
Like with หมูย่าง like their barbecue pork.
Yeah, because usually every time I've ever had this, it's with fish.
Yeah.
Hilek with fish usually. So I'm very interested to see what this is all about. You want some on your rice, please?
Yeah, I think this. I would say like feel like. Yeah, I think I have to find like the reason why people eat like more green curry and red curry with Kanom jeen, but not. I don't really see people eat hilek with Kanom jeen, right?
This one's always really interesting to me. The leaf's quite bitter and astringent, but you've also got these little the hilek buds as well, and they've got the consistency of mung dao, like unhulled green lentils. That's really good. This one's really good.
Alright, the next one I'm gonna try like the red curry with the bamboo shoot with chicken and chicken blood.
Now a lot of falang, they get put off by the blood. Right. It literally does not really taste of much, to be honest.
But to be honest, I don't really like it too.
No. It kind of takes on the flavour of whatever it's in, like a sponge. So all I can taste is the normai, the bamboo. How do they know how to cook so many different dishes?
Yeah. And normally like when we are at khao gang, right? So cows mean rice and then gangs mean curry. That's something that they cook. I'm pretty sure like they cook like early in the morning, and then they keep it here. But of course, like I think somehow they heat it up, but still good.
Yeah, now that's one thing we've got to talk about. Yeah, so I don't notice yet that these aren't like. Is that hot? These aren't hot. They're like room temperature. See, I don't notice that. It's only when I tell someone, say like a tourist messages me on Instagram and says, where should I get curry? I tell them. They message me back and they say, oh, it wasn't hot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't even notice because I eat it every day.
Yeah.
But tourists are used to going to like a guest house and then they make it on the spot, you know?
Yeah.
Just some paste and then some coconut milk quickly, a bit of chicken breast. But this is the real way. This is the real way to have your curries. So the only way you're getting this hot, really hot, is if you come at 4 o'clock in the morning when they cook it.
Yeah. Or maybe I should ask them like to the curries, you know, sitting for a little bit, and then you know like how the curry, it's kind of like you know going blend it together.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Gary, you wanna?
I think we should try the massaman because someone asked me the other day, where do I get a good massaman in Bangkok? And I'm like, you know what? It's not as common as you think. I mean, it's common enough, but like in actual like sit-down restaurants, there's nowhere that like just sells a massaman. You know, like you get a stall that sells kway guy. You wouldn't just have a stall selling massaman, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of Falang think when you come, everywhere's going to sell massaman, and it's all going to be good, you know? Because like in like Thai restaurants in England, every restaurant sells massaman because all English people want is massaman.
I think it's that because of like
Indian curry, yeah.
Right? Indian
it's like the
curry,
closest thing to an Indian curry you can get. It's good.
To be honest, see one thing like I don't really like. Yeah, maybe like we have some things in common that we don't really like sweet dish. To be honest, so I mean, but I know it's like massaman gotta be sweet, you know. But yeah, it's good. Maybe like if somebody loves like sweet dish.
I think that's why it's so popular for foreigners, right?
Oh, because it's sweet, right?
And that's I mean that is like the flavour's great. Loads of star anise, cinnamon, nutmeg, clove. Really strong nutmeg flavour. The spice level, like the way they've spiced it is incredible, but it's unbelievably sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. Next one, I'll try this sadar. There, you know in English, right? Sadar.
Yeah, stink beans.
Stink beans.
Or bitter beans. Yeah, they've got like a very sulphury, sort of gassy taste to them. They're literally my favourite vegetable in the whole world. I absolutely love them. Stir fried with kapi, which is shrimp paste. You've got more sap, which is minced pork, and with prawns. So you've got sweet prawn meat, that fatty pork mince, and the salty shrimp paste, a little bit of sugar, loads of chili, and some kafir or mackerel lime leaves.
But this place is a little bit special because normally like their stink bean sadar like came from like southern Thailand. Normally like this dish is like very famous like amongst like the southern people, and southern people cook like it's a bit. I would say like if southern people cook it's like more thick, more rich, and they use more like the chimpas. But this is kind of like you know like in Bangkok it's kind of like in France it's also like a Chinese Thai. How is it? It's good?
Yeah, it's thinner. It's not like the shrimp paste isn't like in your face. Like I went to Croat-Abson the other day, and I got this dish in Croat-Abson, and it was just shrimp paste and chili. Like that was it. All I could taste was shrimp paste. It was nice, but this is a bit more mellow. It's still spicy, but it's just the background. You get the shrimp paste in the background, just salty in the background. It's not too overbearing. That is delicious.
And I think
Alright,
guys, I'm so happy I took you down like to this restaurant, the local, super local restaurant at Bangkok. You know, to be honest, I really want to support this kind of restaurant because like they produce like such a good food for us. Yeah, if you guys like would like to try, come and try. Like maybe like they don't have in English menu, but you see the curry. You see the food, you see the meal, you just like take the cue use your finger, point it, and then you get the delicious food.